Also new tonight, an NFTA officer is accused of taking home items that were taken from travelers at the Buffalo Niagara International Airport. Our senior correspondent Rich Newberg is joining us now with this. Rich?
Jackie, when you give up items at the checkpoint, the last thing you would imagine is that they would wind up in the home of a transit police officer. But that is the case tonight. It can get personal when you're going through the security checkpoint at the airport and you suddenly have to surrender something in your bag. You can get, well,
a little bit perturbed, especially when they forget and you have to take it away. That's when they get most perturbed.
The items taken away from you are stored by the TSA, but then turned over to transit police officers who take them to a recycling facility. But more than 3 years ago, when they were taken to the dumpster, a transit police officer is now accused of taking them home.
There were some items that this officer allegedly misappropriated and brought from the airport to his home and was keeping them there.
Sources tell me there is no proof he profited from taking home the confiscated material.
They took my nail file and clipped nail clippers out of my purse.
Janet Koch, who had these items confiscated last fall, thinks the officer in question should be taught a lesson.
You ought to know better. You ought to have some punishment.
It's just unethical behavior, and I think it shows a complete lack of respect for people's property and people's security and the measures that were enacted to protect everybody.
Late this afternoon, I learned that the transit police officer will be suspended without pay for 10 days. His name is not being released, and the NFTA says all the items taken have been recovered from his house.
And the NFTA got a tip about this, that he had these items. What happened there?
Jackie, that tip came from a family member who called the NFTA chief of police to arrange to get the scissors and clippers and whatever else out of the house.
So he had a lot of these things, and what was he planning to do with all this?
Well, no one seems to have an answer to that question, including the officer. According to my source, the items have been sitting in his house for about 3 years.
Well, it is, you know, it's thought-provoking, isn't it? When you get those things taken away from you, and then he has a stash of them there.
To think that it went into somebody's house.
Yeah, all right.
It's not right.
Thank you, Rich.